FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
There is a chapter in my book which is called Fascislamism. Fascislamism. It starts from a rather well-known fact, well-known by historians. I did not discover it, which is that you had in the 30s a huge revolution all over the world, which was called fascism. Crisis of democracies and an alternative solution born maybe in Germany, maybe in France. This is not the question. This is the discussion, but let's forget that. Which took many forms. The democracy was supposed to be dead at this time in the context of the 30s. And you had a fascist alternative which was supposed to be the new solution which will solve all the unresolved questions of the democracy. You had a form in Germany, the most infamous of all. You had a form in Italy, you had a form in France, you had a little form in England and in America. Thanks God did not take power, but you had that. And you had a form of fascism in the Arab countries. No more, no less. In Iraq, in Syria, in Egypt, the Muslim Brothers, for example, were not just nationalists. They bore some brown skirts, shirts, brown shirts. They made the Hitlerian salute. They were devoted to Mein Kampf. They were true Nazis. It's a fact. You had an Arab Nazism as you had a European Nazism. They were not immune. The Arab world had no reason to be immune of fascism. Today, you have among the liberals a very strange tendency to say that there is a duty of accountability in Europe, in Germany, in France, in Italy, in America, in England about the national local fascism. That we have to make penitence, we have to make the mourning of it and so on, which is right. I did fight for that in my country. I wrote a book 25 years ago which made me a lot of problems called French Ideology, which was about our national fascism. So the liberals of today, again, Noam Chomsky, Robert Fisk, many others, they are ready to harass any old French or German man suspected to have had some acquaintances, some friendship in the past, even remote. François Mitterrand, for example, was hunted at the end of his life because of his relationship with the Vichy regime. And this is good. But when the Arab world is concerned, when the roots of the Palestinian movement is concerned, when the basis of the ideology of the former, the dead Arafat, peace to his soul, when all this is concerned, suddenly, silence. We should not raise the same question. They should not be accountable for their own national fascism. It is not a true fascism. It was a reaction to British imperialism. It was an imitation of the Western world. If you say that, you are going to vilify them, and if you vilify them, you are continuing reproducing the old imperialist story and so on. Result of that, we leave the Democrats of these countries, the free spirits, the free women, the women who want to be the equal of the men, who want the human rights principle to apply to them also. We leave them, we abandon them, we left them in dark times. Then, which is, we let them live with with the ghost of their past. We are still alive ghosts. It is a way of racism under the disguise of respect of the culture of the other. It is in fact a racism. It is a way to drop flat, to abandon, to betray the Democrats who do want to get rid of these ghosts of the fascism. It is a way to leave big parts of the humanity in a sort of quagmire, in a sort of mud, which is our common ideology, but which we treat when we are concerned, which decide not to treat when they are concerned. This is another problem. This is a problem I try to treat in this chapter called Islamofascism. Thanks for your question.